What is going on, Notre Dame fans? Mike Singer and Robby Toma live on the Blue and Gold YouTube channel. Lots to talk about after Notre Dame's 56 to 30. Sorry, I was about to say 23. But they did get the garbage time touchdown. 56 to 30 win over Purdue. I'm Mike Singer. I run the YouTube and recruiting operation at Blue and Gold. With me, former Notre Dame wide receiver Robby Toma. Folks, this show is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors, and no one's getting you ready for game day like Academy. So swing by your local store or shop online at academy.com to find everything you need, from grills to jerseys and so much more. Be a watch party legend with gear from top brands like Nike and Under Armour, all at unbeatable prices every day. You got 8 stores across the Hoosier State for those in Indiana, and a new store coming soon to Mishawaka. So check it out, Academy Sports and Outdoors. Gear up today, academy.com. Robby, how you doing,
brother? Hey,
dude, I'm great. I had a great day.
I gotta say, this show is a lot easier when there's a W in the column, or in the win column. So
Yeah.
I'm excited for the guys. I know it was a kind of a bumpy road and those first 2 games, but excited for the guys. I'm counting it 1-0 now. No, I'm kidding. Can't forget about those losses, but offensively, CJ, I think this is a no shit Sherlock moment for me, but I think CJ is just unbelievable, man. The guy's great for a first-time starter. I think I read something where his QBR was 166 or something through the first 3 games, which is insane.
Yeah.
There it is.
I got it up on the screen.
That is absolutely absurd. So, defensively, we got to take advantage of this kid, man.
Yeah, it's funny. I've been seeing a lot of Notre Dame fans talking to Robby about, like, man, the second we get this like NFL caliber quarterback, or I guess you've had that before with like Ian Book got picked late in the 4th round, but it's like you have this electric quarterback like Carr as your best quarterback potentially, right? He's only played in 3 games, but it's like, man, he might be your best quarterback, and
yeah. I mean, a
couple decades.
Miami game. Miami. Obviously, I was impressed. Miami game. A&M. Obviously, he did well, and then, playing against Purdue, you're supposed to have this type of performance, and he did, right. I don't know what happened with that sack towards the end of the second quarter. I know Freeman. Freeman never blames anybody, but he did put a little bit on his quarterback, which I can appreciate.
That's Freeman.
Yeah, I saw a couple of Notre Dame fans talking about not blaming him or blaming the O-line. I'm like, that's one thing you do not do is blame the O-line as a head coach. That's one room you do not want to lose. And I think those O-linemen know that Freeze got their back.
Yeah. So Carr is 49 of 74, 66% completions, really solid. 737 yards, which is good for 245 a game. The 5 touchdowns to 2 picks. Also has how many times has he fumbled? I mean, obviously,
did he fumble? I don't recall him.
He obviously fumbled against Purdue, but
I
don't know. It's not on his Notre Dame page, but
yeah,
it's got a rushing touchdown as well. So I like that you went to CJ first, Robby, because I feel like Notre Dame Nation.
We know there's a lot to talk about with the defense, so let's get the good out there.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. It's okay. So Corey says that's the only fumble from Carr. So just 3 turnovers in 3 games, but even if Freeman is not blaming Carr, he put responsibility on Carr. That's just a coach thing to say. It's like, all right, I'm gonna I know CJ can handle this, but me and CJ really. That's at least how I would read it.
100%. But the O-line, that's the engine for the offense, right? So you do not want to
love them up.
Victory Monday. I love it. I love it.
But anyway, it's like when you Notre Dame Nation right now on Twitter, the Blue and Gold message board, it's all about the defense. So I do like that we started with the offense, because
I had to.
It's for as bad as the defense has been, the offense is better. It's like if you weigh them on a scale, it's like the offense is outweighing how bad the defense is.
Yeah.
And it's, this time last year is probably flipped, right? Offense, I mean, I guess it erupted against the worst Purdue team you'll ever see, but
Yeah.
it's like, was it?
No,
40
we were
at half, but
definitely heavily carried by the defense last year, and obviously we'd like to see a ton more balance in terms of complementary football between our offense and defense. But
yeah.
I think in Freeman's presser the other day, he had mentioned the explosiveness of the offense, not necessarily just giant explosive plays, but the ability for them to just take over the game and really knock the wind out of the defensive sails for the other team, which has been awesome to watch.
It's like balance, Robbie. It's like Notre Dame can kind of do what they want. Like Carr threw the ball. I mean, he only played 3 quarters, but he threw the ball 12 times, bro. And let's see if I can look at this by quarter. Yeah. So he threw.
Well, it helps when your opening play is that nice little play action bomb.
Does
right?
So
it was good to see Fields. It was good to see Fields kind of open the stride up, right? And shout out Faison, obviously my favorite receiver. He got on that safety, moved him. It looked like it was some type of cover 4. The defense kind of
don't bury the lead. We're gonna get to that play. It's on the
play action. Okay. I didn't.
It is.
Know.
Yeah, we'll break it down.
That's my fault. I didn't do my film study, coach. That's my fault.
Damn it, Toma.
But
it reminds me of you talking about the Kelly story. That's funny.
Oh God. Oh yeah. No, one of those BK moments are always good, but no, it's good. It's good to see our offense really dominate the game, and it looks like our defense is going to need some breaks here and there. So to have these long extended drives and kill some time off the clock is definitely good for our defense.
Yeah. So it's like I feel like if you need Carr to lean more on the pass or be more 50-50 balanced or, run the ball heavy. Like they can do it all. Like, I mean, Carr threw 3 times in the first quarter, once in the second quarter, and then 4 times. Yeah. And then
was that once to like that out or that curl to Faison maybe?
And then threw 8 times in the third quarter. Yeah, I mean, second, third, fourth, and fifth pass attempts were all to Faison. 2 completions, 1 incomplete. So, yeah, I mean, I am so happy about Fields, because it's like Notre Dame's gotten transfer portal receivers in the past few years, and it's like, Ben Skoranek and Bo Collins and just had like. Those guys have been fine, and they're in the league now. I think Bo's still in the league, I'm assuming, but hasn't panned out to the level that you would hope. But Malachi Fields seems like he's the freaking real deal, bro. So
yeah, Fields he's been going up and getting the football. I mean, I know I gave.
Speaking of wide receivers, Robbie, we are going to. Okay, so I was texting with Robbie. I was texting with Robbie, and I was like, one of these shows coming up, we got to just spend some time and watch all Notre Dame's receiver commits. This is one of them.
Sounds good.
Braden Robinson.
Good, Braden.
I think you would take him in a race, Robbie, in your prime. No, I'm kidding. He runs like a 4.3. He's a 4.35.
I got little ass strides, Braden. So I'm no threat. No worries.
Oh, dude, yeah, Braden is. Actually, you know what? Since Braden's here, let me pop this up. Let me pop up his clips. Braden Robinson, bro. I think I did. I'm pretty sure I tweeted it. Hold on.
Where's he from?
He is
Braden,
from Red Oak.
I apologize.
Red Oak, Texas.
I got 2 kids, so I don't spend a lot of time on the message boards, but Mike's getting me right.
Hold on. Red Oak, Texas. All right, here it is. He went 15 for 208 and 2 touchdowns.
Damn.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
In Texas?
In Texas.
Let's go.
Oh, why is it dark? Okay. So he's not the biggest guy, but he makes plays downfield, bro. There is all right,
Love it.
And Braden's very good in the red zone. Very good in the red zone.
Love it.
It's this catch. Please, I need you to lean in and I need you to look, Robbie. I know it's small.
I'm trying to look.
How the hell Braden catches this football?
Let's see it. Yeah. Damn.
I mean, that's a pick. That's
how
does that turn in to a reception.
That's wild. Good stuff there.
Yeah, Braden's one of my all-time favorites.
He'll be there next year.
Yeah, he's a senior.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, captain since his sophomore year. I mean,
that's awesome.
The guy's
rocking the deuce.
Super, super productive.
Love it. I love the energy. I see it. I feel it already.
Great kid, man. His dad's the head coach at Red Oak. Like, been playing varsity 4 years. Track guy. Like, I'm super pumped. So, Braden Robinson, man. How about that?
On.
And he's been on the show before. We've had Braden on the channel. Appreciate you, Braden. What were we talking about there?
Something about CJ and how dominant the offense was. So
yeah, something about that. Well, do you want to dive into the defense?
Hey, ready when you are. Well, first of all, welcome, Braden.
Yeah.
Excited to have you part of the Irish family, man. I promise you, as an old head, it's definitely the 40 for 40 is real. So
4 for 40,
good choice, brother. Or 4 for 40. I'm sorry.
How has that impacted you, Robby?
It's been great. I think Notre Dame is one of those schools that anytime you even mention you went there, whether people love or hate you, they want to talk about it, right? They either want to talk shit or they want to know about the experience. So it definitely is an eye opener. And then business wise, it's been great.
Yeah.
And when people look at me, they don't think I played football first take, right? So it's always a good little conversation to have in the business world.
And then they're like, "Oh wait, I remember you."
Yeah,
I even saw you on a documentary once.
I do get that. I'm famous for Netflix now, apparently.
I remember watching that with my wife and being like,
"Let's get back on track."
Okay, all right, yeah.
Let's get back on track.
Okay, so the defense once again horrible in the first.
Oh my
man, the A&M game, I think it was a 3-and-out or something, and then you obviously have the punt block for a touchdown.
Yeah.
So it's like Purdue, same, right? 3-and-out.
Both A&M and Purdue games, I thought that we had started the game really
looking like us,
fast and looking like last year.
Mm-hmm.
And then something just happened. I think on the second drive, first play, we give up like a 15-yard fullback to the flat. And then we got lucky with a drop slant, as well as, we get more of those, like the third downs with no pressure, quarterback's kind of bouncing around, zone defense looks lost. And then 24 got beat on the deep ball. And I know he's a freshman. He got some very, very valuable reps, but kind of going back to our episode last week where there was a little bit of technique issue, he kind of opened the gate pretty wide for him there. And then obviously that play, listen, that was wild. That touchdown, that was one of those, the guy was so fucking open. I was yelling, like, is that legal? I was like, there's no way it can. I got my son there. I didn't swear in front of my son. I might have, but I'm sitting there. I'm like, can we do that? And Jet's just looking at me like, Dad, I don't know. So, but I thought that was a great play design, but unfortunately it happened to us. But we got to have better, drive starters.
You're talking about their first touchdown, like that little throwback,
their first
right?
touchdown, that little throwback. That was I haven't seen that one. I don't know if you have, but that was great.
Like seen that play? No.
Yeah.
That is something where it's like, you're like 7 beers deep, and you're like, bro, if I would have stuck with it, I would have been an offensive coordinator. Like, let me tell you about this play, bro. Like that's that play right there. That's how they drew that up.
I was shocked. I was left speechless for the first time. But going back to it, it's really hard to defend when your secondary and your D line are so far from being in sync. It's not even funny anymore.
Yeah. Okay. So that's something Freeman's talked about. And we were talking off air about this. Like the linebackers. All right. Okay. So it's very obvious. Okay. The D line, their job in passing, right? Purdue couldn't do crap in the run.
Sure.
I mean, Notre Dame's run defense was great. I don't even think. Hold on, let me pull this.
I think we graded out at like 92% in PFF.
You checked the PFF?
I did a little bit of homework.
Hey, oh my God. Okay.
A little bit of homework.
So they ran the ball 28 times. I don't know how many times that counts. Like this quarterback is if you got a couple sacks in there, and
Yeah, I didn't see. Well, I missed part of the fourth quarter, obviously because of rain delay.
oh yeah, Robby was going to be on the post game show, and then the rain delay was 2 hours, so he had to coach Punahou. And how'd you guys do?
Oh man, we battled. Our kids battled. It was 30-31. We went for two. We missed it by a yard, but I think we were down 3-17. Came back and ran the table. And
So it was 30. You guys were down
game.
31-30, and you went for two.
Yep, we went for two. I loved going for two. I love the aggressiveness. I love the call. We just we came up a little bit short. Yeah. Stings. Thanks for bringing it up, Mike. Appreciate you. No. So, well, the funny thing is I'm a big University of Hawaii fan.
Okay.
So Hawaii played Fresno right after that game. They had a 2-point conversion to tie the game. Lost. They missed. They didn't get it. So I had two 2-point conversions, kind of back to back in a matter of hours that ruined my Saturday. But thank God the Irish won, or else. And then Atlanta Falcons got shut out, so it was a real rough weekend.
Oh, dude,
minus
they
my
were
Irish,
brutal. They were absolutely brutal.
Yeah.
So anyways,
let's not talk about Atlanta.
Purdue sack adjusted rushing yards 3.4. They couldn't run the ball. Notre Dame was fairly dominant there. But passing, it's like, all right, just talking about the Notre Dame pass defense. Mm-hmm. The D-line's job is to get after the quarterback. The linebackers got, depending on the assignment, they got to do both, right? Mm-hmm. Not both on the same play, obviously, but sometimes they're going to get after the quarterback. Sometimes they're playing zone. Sometimes they're playing man on a linebacker or running back. And then the secondary is the secondary. So Freeman has talked about the marriage between the D-line, or the pass rush in the secondary.
And the secondary. Mm-hmm.
What it like? Break that down in layman's terms. Like what is not working?
So as a receiver, obviously that's my background. So when you have a defense that is physical, right? Where you're, let's say they're in zone and they run a zone blitz. If they're getting hands on you, it's throwing off timing, and then the quarterback's rushed, his footwork's off, right? The receiver's footwork's off, so nobody's in sync offensively. It doesn't seem like right now, whether we're in man or zone, that we're getting a lot of maybe hands on some of these receivers running free. And also, I don't know their rules in terms of zone dropping, but kind of seems like the linebackers are or just zone coverage in general are just dropping into kind of a dead space.
They're not covering any area.
Yeah,
they're covering an area, but
I don't know their rules, but one thing that was pretty telling, they showed us a stat during the broadcast. It was on third down last year, we were blitzing about 47%, and this year we're down to 30% on third down blitz rate, which, when you kind of look at that, you think in terms of what I just said, when guys are physical, getting hands on guys, and you're getting pressure, good things happen, right? That's right. We got to witness that success last year, and this year that's combo not blitzing on top of not getting hands, right? So now you got a quarterback just patting the ball back there while guys are running free, finding zones. I think that's where we're finding a lot of our issues defensively.
Yeah. So do you feel like there's anything that you learned about this team? Like, think about what you thought about the Irish after the A&M game, and now what you think about them now. Is there any position groups or players you're like, man, we really, this
I do think Moore was out, so I do think we were hurting with having that.
Moore was out. Your starting nickel was out, and Adon Schuler was out for targeting from last game.
Yeah. So, but I mean, these guys are going to get run, so it's good we get them in early, right? But I guess something that I think about all the time is just, we have the opportunity to have Moore just be the complete shutdown guy. He might never need help over top, knock on wood. But, now we have an opportunity to maybe shift coverage over and help out our DBs on the other side there, right? So that's just kind of my thoughts on it. As in terms of something I learned new, no, we all knew Moore was great, right? So I think now we just got to figure out ways to help out the younger guys, or some of the more inexperienced guys when it comes to man-to-man and zone. because we're running the same amount of zone or man versus zone as we did last year, according to the stats that they had put up. I think it was 58% of zone last year, 56 this year. So we're running the same amount. It's just in terms of executing, execution's not there. So
yeah, it does feel like more zone. I remember seeing that on the screen as well and being like, I see that. It doesn't sound right. Maybe there's a PFF for that too to compare.
I mean, it's watching film over the years, if the defense gets pressure quick,
you can't even tell.
It's hard to tell sometimes what they're doing, right? So I think we were spoiled last year with how good we were getting pressure with some of the blitzes that they dialed up last year. And I did see just over my over the camera here, it looked like we were running some type of twist and our guys hit each other. Like that's just that's something that
you got the game up in the background.
Yeah, it's just it's not on or anything. I mean, it's just rolling. But you see guys running a twist and they're hitting each other. I don't think we saw that last year. So maybe it's something that we got to work on a little bit more in terms of the actual techniques with the with where we're blitzing.
Yeah, I think you mentioned we're the young guys getting better, but it's like in an ideal world, those guys aren't playing. It's like if they're good enough to beat out a starter, sure, but it's like, all right, Christian Gray, Leonard Moore, Devontae Smith, the former Alabama defensive back. Adon Schuler, Tay Johnson's a starter now. I don't know if you guys saw that on the depth chart Notre Dame put out. Tay Johnson's going to be starting next to Adon Schuler.
I'm impressed with Tay Johnson, not just because he wears number 9, but I'm impressed with him. I mean, again, these kids can play. When in terms of the man-to-man out there on kind of putting these kids on islands without pressure, I'm not a huge fan of. So, but yeah, you learn a lot with experience, but I don't think we need to have them get beat on deep balls so often.
So like how confident do you feel that they're going to be able to turn this thing around? Because my thought is that the Arkansas game is kind of like is breaking point the right, where it's like this is where we find out what the team is really made of. Is this defense a sieve, or is it okay? It's more of like second half Purdue games, second half A&M. Like, sure, defense is better than it is put out there.
Well, I think we're 3 games in, and we've given up the most points we have in.
I got that pulled up. Yeah,
so being a University of Hawaii fan again, I always love bringing it back to Hawaii. But I grew up watching Colt Brennan, Nick Rolovich, Timmy Chang, and it was always high scoring, almost no defense. Looks like the defense didn't even travel, right? So, if we're gonna get into a shootout, we kind of know who we are now, right? So, I do think that, or I do have hope. I'm not entirely sure how we're gonna be able to fix this quick, but if we're gonna get in a shootout, I'm very confident in our offense with what we've seen from CJ. So, I'm used to watching these high score affairs with, ending 55 to 53 type games out here in Hawaii. So, although we don't want to see our defense getting cut up like that, that might be a reality for us this year.
I just don't think it is. I don't think it is. I think the Notre Dame's going to figure it out. I just do.
I hope so.
They are. I feel confident.
If the only issue is the marriage between the coverage and the D line, I think that is very fixable.
I am nervous about. Okay, so let's talk through this, Robby. If they're going to bring 5 and they can't get home, what do you do? Bring 6? Now you're even more, susceptible.
Don't worry, I wouldn't even try. So don't. Good luck. Good luck with that one.
If you bring 6, the likelihood that you get burnt in the back end is even higher. I mean, now you're just running cover 0, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So don't bring 5. Don't bring 6. Just bring 4. All right. Now, I mean, if you can't get pressure 5 and 6, good luck getting pressure with 4. Okay, you can drop more, but it doesn't matter how many you drop if the quarterback has all day.
Even rushing 4, right? I think what's happening is we're not really pressing the pocket, and if we press the pocket, we over rush, and then he just slips out, right? So I think we have to be able to control the pocket a little bit more. I mean, there aren't very many true pocket passers, right? Like, in my opinion. So if we're able to keep them kind of in the pocket and close the pocket, it'll definitely make for a lot more uncomfortable throws for the quarterback. So I think right now we might be over rushing a little bit, but
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what I forgot the name of it, but they call it like stay in your lane, hold your kind of integrity,
Yeah.
or don't over rush. Right? You typically hear that with um, with guys like Michael Vick, quarterbacks
Sure.
of his stature. But I just think in terms of not blitzing, we got to be able to keep these guys in there and close it.
Yeah. Yeah. Folks, please hit the thumbs up on this video. Subscribe to the Blue and Gold YouTube channel for more content. Talking Notre Dame's 56-30 win over Purdue with former Fighting Irish wide receiver Robby Toma. Ladies and gentlemen, this episode is brought to you by ESQ, which is seen on all of your favorite Notre Dame players and coaches, and founded by Notre Dame alum Gu Wang. ESQ is your go-to spot for the best handmade custom suits, sport coats, tuxedos, shirts, and more. ESQ's master tailors combine next-level craftsmanship with the finest fabrics to deliver a fit that's built just for you. Now with showrooms both in downtown Chicago and Winnetka, book your custom fitting at esqclothing.com. And when you do see the guys at ESQ, make sure to mention Blue and Gold at your appointment and receive $10 off your entire purchase. And Marcus Freeman rocking his ESQ all the time. What a featured client to have, Marcus Freeman. So esqclothing.com. Yeah, check it out. esqclothing.com. All right, Robby, just kind of like, I want to pop this comment on the screen real quick, actually. Oh, we got a super chat. What's up? Doobie says Notre Dame defense lost entire communication server with Golden Broyles Award, right? Watts, Hall of Fame. Kaiser, most experienced at Notre Dame ever. Whole new internet being installed. I mean, yeah, you also lose Mills and Cross. Ben Morrison. I mean, obviously Ben Morrison wasn't there for the back half of the season, but he's.
Well, I wish I was able to spend more time on the film. But when you look, talking about communication, when you look at the defense, sometimes communication is just these guys might have played with each other for so long that they kind of knew where they'd be, right, without even having to communicate. So it seems like there are a lot of holes in our defense. I don't know what that is attributed to, but just in my opinion, it looks like our zone dropping is just kind of dropping into a space and not really knowing what we're doing, or maybe there's no route recognition. I mean, maybe these kids got to study a little bit more. I'm not trying to pick on the kids, but it just, when they're dropping back in the zone, it looks, doesn't look very in sync.
Doobie, appreciate the 5. Yeah, I mean, I would assume, like, okay, for Purdue specifically, you can contribute that to playing new guys, but also it's not like it looked a whole lot better against A&M, and Carson Beck had so much time to throw as well. You just get the ball out so quick. So it's like the marriage for the Miami game was that, like, the D-line so often couldn't get pressure because Beck got rid of the ball in a split second. It's like, are you just dropping back too far? So there's something off. Like, before we move on, like, I mean, you played receiver, Robby, but but you're a coach. Like, how quickly do you think some of these things can be figured out? Is it like a slower progression throughout the year?
I think some, something that might be encouraging for us Irish fans is that, we shut down their run game. So there is an aspect of our D line that is dominant.
Yeah.
But like I said, it could be just, leaving these running lanes open and these quarterbacks are able to slip out and buy more time. It's impossible to guard for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
So, if we can find a way to keep these guys in the pocket and close the pocket, I think we'll be fine. Like I mentioned earlier.
Yeah. I'm trying to pull up the stats for the A&M game. I'm trying to remember how A&M did on the ground in that game.
Yeah, I don't remember.
32 for 130.
They gashed us all night and whenever they wanted. So, how did Miami do rushing the ball? I know.
Hold on, I got you. Give me a second. Final stats. Miami went 38 for 139. So that's 3.1 yards per carry. Yeah. Sorry, net of 119. So that's 3.1 yards per carry. And let me just double check.
3 yards a carry is pretty damn good.
Yeah, to limit. Yeah. If you're anything under 4, that's good. 4 is kind of like, a little high. But
no, I hear you. So again, like I just said, the D line, there's obviously some talent there. So, we just got to get home.
Yeah, got to. I wanted to kind of jog through. This is not a walkthrough, but not a sprint through. Jog through each position group for Notre Dame and kind of just your vibe on each of them, and maybe a grade. I don't know how you feel about grades, Robbie.
Yeah,
but CJ Carr, dude,
you got nothing to lose.
He's at least an A. I was skeptical. I was thinking in fall camp that Minchie might beat him out. That was all of the intel. Was before fall camp, the intel was Carr's the leader going into camp, but don't sleep on Minchie. And then kind of 70% into camp, or not 70%, 70% into the quarterback battles, Minchie might be leading. He is neck and neck, super neck and neck. And I do think it was just kind of Freeman just made the call. He's I'm just going to roll with Carr because it's really a pick your poison type thing. Which in a good way, which one do you want? They're both really good. And they go with Carr, and he has been so good. He's had the little freshman mistakes here and there, but man, he's been electric. And then thoughts on the quarterbacks, Robbie? And then
I think we give CJ an A, obviously, with the QB rating of 166 over 3 games. That's unbelievable. The other thing is everybody was giving him shit about the fucking stance. Sorry for my language, but he seemed to fix it. Nobody's talking about it anymore. So, the fact that at his age he's able to adjust like that and perform the way he did, A for Siege.
Yeah. Siege. You guys are on a nickname basis now?
Does
he call you RT?
Carlo Calabrese, his son's name's CJ, and I see him. I always call him Siege. So that's just by habit there.
Yeah. Clontarf says, "Stop cussing." Yeah, Robbie, you asshole. Can you quit the shit there and stop your cussing?
We're not playing tennis.
Robby Toma needs a 3-second delay. Listen, I opened the floodgates last week when I dropped the F-bomb. And Robbie's okay, this is that kind of shit.
Sorry, I was watching some film from our game, my high school game I'm coaching, so I'm taking it out on the pod. My apologies.
You're good, dude. All right, so running backs, easy A. Can you talk about those guys? 5 rushing touchdowns, and then obviously
the Freeman mentioned it, just how unselfish Price is. That kid is unbelievable, and we obviously know Love and everybody loves Love, but I think everybody loves Price as well. But man, that kick return, I don't know if you got to see the replay, but he took a shot and stayed up and was able to bounce off and then accelerate. That is a special player. So, I'm A++ for the old running backs.
Yeah. Price is someone who you could have seen in the offseason go. Aeneas, it's those guys had such good seasons in 2024. It's you could see them go and make a bag and be RB1 somewhere else. But it speaks to, these kids wanting to come to Notre Dame for the right reasons and loving that running back room, loving their teammates. And I'm sure they're getting paid very well to play at Notre Dame as well. But Andy says Love is a first-round pick. What round does Price go?
Listen, I'm no draft specialist, but based on the last 2 years, he's got to go in first through not first round, but second round, third round at least.
Yeah.
He just looks bigger and faster than he did last year.
Price is
maybe it's because he might be a little more healthy. I don't know what the reason is, but he looks great this year.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, They both have more eligibility, I think. Price is in the class of 2022. He may have like a redshirt senior year left.
But I mean, shoot, if he's had the year he is now, he'll be gone.
Yeah, I think so too.
I don't think we should. And running back, that career isn't that long. So
yeah, you got to go.
Especially with his running style, so he's got to go.
All right, receivers. What do you think of your unit?
I think the receivers are just consistent.
Reliable
over the three. They're reliable. I mean, Faison had that long play. Fields had that long play in this game. That's obviously an A. Especially with their blocking. I was really impressed with their blocking.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Love had bounced one out. I think Greathouse had a nice little block and right into Faison. And
yep, I got that one. We'll watch that.
He squeaked around the corner, but overall, these guys just seem to be where they're supposed to be.
Yeah,
and that's something that is priceless for a young quarterback. So definitely got to, if the quarterback's getting an A, that definitely means the receivers are doing something right. So, I mean, it's hard not to give them an A. They didn't throw that much, right? So
yeah, they did their job.
Yeah, it's hard not to give them an A.
Yeah, it's interesting because, okay, you have 63 plays, and some of that's garbage time, fourth quarter backups.
Mm-hmm.
But you only have so many opportunities. Like, we want J Love to get 20 carries, right? He had 19. And it seemed like they were really, let's give Jeremiah Love the football. But you also want to get Jadarian Price the football too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you even want to get Aeneas Williams some cameos as well, the sophomore who played a bigger role last year. And it's like, all right. And then you got the tight end, Eli Raridan. You want to get him the football. And then you got Malachi Fields, get him the football. Will Pauling, your captain. You want to get him the football. Jaden Greathouse, put him on a milk carton. Where want to see more Jaden Greathouse. He's got 2 catches in 3 games. I think, right? 2 catches in 3 games.
Something like that, yeah.
We want to get I said Will Pauling, Jordan Faison.
I feel this is I hate fucking bringing this back to me. But, we had so much talent on our team that there were games I didn't even have a catch, right? And it's hard to distribute the football and design these plays for everyone.
Yeah,
I think that is a recipe for no success. So, when that's why you got to give Denbrock credit, keeping these kids engaged, keeping them unselfish, and doing his best to spread the ball around. Everybody you mentioned, that is tough sledding to keep everybody.
Good
keep
problem to have, though.
Yeah,
right?
it's a great problem to have. But again, when I was playing, we had Theo Riddick, T.J. Jones, Tyler Eifert, Sierra Wood. We had a long list of really good football players. So it was tough to get everybody the ball. And shout out Greathouse. I know he's being patient, but one thing we know, he's always ready.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting because Greathouse is just a very solid, and I think this sounds like a diss, or it's not a compliment, but I really think I think it is as a receiver many pounds ago, Robby. There's a possession guy, but very good at it. He's very, very good, very smart, reads zones well, very clean hands. But but Fields is your guy to just throw him the ball downfield, right? He is more of your win the one-on-one battles. Faison is the quickest, right? The out and up was beautiful. I think we're going to watch that.
That was great, yeah.
And it's I think those are your top 2 guys at receiver. I think
there's no doubt in that.
Everyone else is they're really nice players, but they're not as much specialty guys. I think Fields and Faison are more especially Faison, how good he is in the screen game and the quick game. I love Jaden Greathouse. I think he's an awesome wide receiver, but I feel you're not building your offense, your passing game around Greathouse as much as you are the other 2. Does that sound right? Does that sound fair?
I think that's a no shit Sherlock, but No, I'm messing with you.
Damn.
No, I think you're spot on.
Okay.
With that assessment of it. You're not dissing Greathouse by any means. You know,
Yeah.
he is. I hate saying this or putting a label on him, but you know, he's a great in his role. But when we need him, he's also great doing more than just his role. And that showed during the college football playoffs. So, you know, I'm always rooting for the kid and hope that he, you know, I know he'll be ready when we need a big game out of him.
All right, let's run through these. All right, so receivers, and it's not just the Purdue game. Like it's like a quarter of the way through the regular season, believe it or not. Stock report. Yeah. It's like great. It's like receivers are like a B plus, like B something.
Yeah. I mean, we haven't had any bad drops that I can remember. These guys
been solid.
You know, the Miami game, we struggled blocking on screens.
Fields fumbled.
We had a fumble, so you know. I think a B plus is fair.
Tight ends have just been kind of the same, just like
tight ends. I mean, Reardon had a few drops right against Miami. He had a pretty big game against A&M. He didn't catch the ball this game, if I remember correctly, but he blocked his ass off. So I think the tight ends are able to stay in the B range right now. Yeah. Offensively, we've been pretty good.
O-line's probably the same, right? I mean, started off slow, and I mean, they really picked up. I mean, what do you think about the O-line against Purdue?
They dominated the game, right? So that's what Freeman was talking about with being explosive. Maybe not in terms of you know, a ton of 50-yard plays, but we have 10, 15 yards almost every time, and then boom. Yeah. You know, so just the O-line's ability to dominate. I mean, they got to be in the B plus A range as well. Yeah.
D-line.
Ooh, man. You know, you never want to pick on kids, but it's like
that's why you pick on the whole unit.
Do we have 3 games? 3 games over 100 yards rushing, right?
Well, no, not Purdue.
Oh, what was Purdue at?
80.
I'm sorry. We had
sack
2
adjusted
games.
89.
Sack adjusted 89. So in total, that's over 300 yards. So averaging over 100 yards a game.
Averaging. Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. No. So, you know, they're averaging over 100 yards rushing. What do we have? 1, maybe 2 sacks in 3 games? 2 sacks that, you know, I can count maybe on 2 hands QB pressures. So
sorry, 3 you know, 3 sacks. 3 sacks in 3 games.
3 sacks. 3 sacks. Okay. So I mean, I'm not impressed with the guys at all. And I hope that and I feel like they'll get it on track, but they got to be in the D range.
Linebackers solid B-ish.
Yeah, like we've talked about with kind of the zone drops. I don't know their rules, and they seem to kind of be dropping into space and kind of no man's land. But again, I hate to put it on the D line. If there's pressure, you know, they aren't just hopping in one spot for so long. So, or trying to shuffle down with the quarterback. So, you know, I love linebackers. They are absolute quarterbacks of the defense. So I hate to be too hard on them, especially when I don't know their rules. But you know, they're probably in the C range.
And let's just lump in the DBs altogether.
With the amount of explosive plays, you gotta get them in the D range, right? I mean,
is D minus a thing? I don't know.
It could be an F. I'm you know, we can't give up that many explosive plays. I do like the resilience of them, and kind of like the not give up kind of mindset. But if we're gonna go on another playoff run and win these next 9, I think we got to have a way better effort from that room in its entirety. So they're in the D range. The defense entirely is in the D range, right? So we can't give up that many points and that many yards and expect good things.
All right, folks. Today's episode is brought to you by Brunt Workwear, and I've got to tell you, I've been blown away by these boots. And right out of the box, very comfortable. Doesn't matter if you need waterproof, safety toe pull on, or lace up. Brunt has you covered. What I love, the story, founder Eric Girard grew up blue collar, and he's built this company because the big brands stopped listening. Every product is named after the guys he grew up with, real tradesmen, and you can feel that authenticity. They also sent me a hat, which I think is pretty sick as well. Brunt stands behind their gear. If it's not right for you, send them back. No questions asked. Brunt was tired of the workwear brands out there cutting corners. You work too hard to be stuck in uncomfortable boots that don't hold up. So they built something better. Boots that are insanely comfortable and built for any job site. For a limited time, our listeners and YouTube viewers get $10 off at Brunt when you use the promo code BGI. Just head to Bruntworkwear. Yeah, Bruntworkwear. I got it also in the YouTube description. It's on the screen, /BGI. Make sure you use that code BGI and you're good to go. And after you order, they'll ask where you heard about Brunt. So do us a favor and let them know it was blue and gold. So bruntworkwear.com. I really did like wearing these boots, and I felt kind of bad because my brother-in-law is, I'm a sports writer for a living, but my brother-in-law is a blue collar worker. He worked for an AC company. My wife sent a Snapchat out to the fams like, "Oh, look at my husband's new sponsor," and he was like, "Bro, I love those. I've always wanted a pair of those." I felt really bad. Poor brother-in-law.
Check it out, bro.
Yeah, check it out. Use code BGI. Maybe. Anyways, all right. Brunt Workwear. Really appreciate you guys for sponsoring the show. You want to go through some film, brother?
Let's roll.
All right, let's roll it. All right. Kind of going in order. In this, I think I only have the good plays for Notre Dame.
That's fine. We everybody knows the defense is liability. So.
All right, so if you're someone who is just angry, this is going to trigger you, just turn it off, okay? Go to your safe place.
No, right. I love arguing.
Well, anyways. No. All right, play action. What is that? You know what's really interesting, Robbie?
Mm-hmm.
RPOs so much in the first game, Wildcat in the second game. I mean, the RPO screens right against Miami.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like game 3 was just traditional run the ball, feed the beasts. It's interesting week to week.
Maybe they're listening to us.
Who knows what they're going to do against?
I know they ain't listening to us.
But yeah, I mean, who knows?
No, I love this. Everybody's expecting a run, obviously on the first play. Fields opens up.
Beautiful ball. Beautiful ball. And you want to touch on the pass protection here too?
Pass pro looks great. It looks like they're in some kind of It looks like they're in some kind of zone, which is why I love what Faison did here. He gets on that safety. So let's say they are in 4 or whatnot. I mean, I'm not sure what Purdue's rules are, but both receivers stepping on toes, being able to make their cuts right in front of them and create some space. That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's how you start a game.
It is. I was like, yeah, Notre Dame defense forces a 3 and out. Notre Dame scores a 66-yard touchdown.
I know for a fact these kids knew for a few days that was the first play that they were going to run. So I know how exciting that is for them to, you're doing the walkthrough, you're visioning it, and then for Fields to be able to go out and do it, that's awesome.
Yeah. Let's talk about Jadarian Price, bro.
That's my guy.
He does seem to bounce a lot. And I'm not mad about it. He scores so many touchdowns, and he couldn't really go inside here. I mean, Ashton Craig gets beat. Linebacker
he does bounce, but once he bounces, he finds.
Also, what is he supposed to do here?
He finds his spot and he puts his foot in the ground. He goes, and he's strong as hell, and he's fast. I mean, this duo is unbelievable.
Yeah. So that is JD Price. And anything else?
Let's see the blocking. Let's see the blocking.
Raritan?
There's 9. There he is.
You don't have any receivers to the short side of the field. So Wagner, little reach there. It's good. Yeah. I mean, this is great. poor linebacking play, right, by these two.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this linebacker, or is he?
Well, they already have 3 over 4, so I'm not sure what they're doing there.
I mean, just a terrible angle. And then the guy who goes free here. I mean, that's just bad. It's not good defense, but also
they call that bad ball.
and then
And
JV
the
Price.
safety, what are you doing, guy? Jeez.
Yeah, that's not. It's like, all right, it's a business decision. That's what we call that.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Madden Framo, Poly guy making a play. True freshman linebacker. His first really extended run. The broadcast said this was Logan Thomas. Guys, this was not Logan Thomas. Logan Thomas would play this position like a defensive end. He's not a middle linebacker. That was just Jason Garrett seeing 19 and thought it was a 10. So really,
so that ended up being Madden, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I'd love to see it.
He's playing next to his buddy Kingston. Yeah, that's Kingston.
That's awesome.
Were you familiar with Madden at all?
No, not at all. I mean, I believe Madden. I mean, they're all from in Kingston as well. They're from California, right?
Yeah. So yeah, nice. I mean, this
any word on how? I know Kahanu got another tackle. Any word on how he's doing?
Yeah, I don't anticipate.
That'd be awesome to have an all Polynesian linebacking core in 2 years. Because Cole's there as well, so that'd be awesome.
No, I don't know. I just know he's done really well in special teams.
That's awesome. I don't know. He's a good kid.
But I mean,
he's a grown man.
in terms of the pressure, is this a little bit what you're talking about here? Like when we were talking about like the run lanes, I mean, maybe he had.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's getting double teamed, right? I can't tell who's that, but you want to see that pocket kind of get pressed up more into him when he's stepping up, and not over rush to give him a lane, right? So if you see the spin, I can't tell who that is.
That's Bryce Young at the bottom of the screen.
Here. Yeah, if he ends up stepping up, Bryce is in a position to spin and get him, right? I think we've been seeing us over rush him, be able to sneak out that left side and kind of create more time for himself to throw the ball. But this is kind of ideally, in my opinion, what you'd want to see: closing the pocket, making him make an uncomfortable throw and quick throw.
What does this defense look like here?
It's obviously some type of zone. Let me see.
Right, that's what I thought too. But
are they in a condensed formation on the boundaries? Yeah, they don't have a receiver out, so they're kind of treating it as kind of a stack with that back motioning out. So
it's just like this looks like a man turn to me, and like it looks like a man down here. I don't know.
With the condensed formation out there, it looks like we're running some type of two.
Yeah. Right.
But down on the bottom, everything's happening so quick. It looks like just man down there.
Right, but then Kingston's got his own drop. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's definitely zone up top though.
Right. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right.
Well, you like the little combos. I mean, if you're mirroring the field, it's easy for quarterbacks. So
sure,
I can appreciate this call here, and I appreciate the D line getting a little pressure.
Speaking of the D line getting a little pressure, how about your boy Jordan Botello on this one? Impacting the play for sure.
There we go.
And then
I tell you one thing. I had the coach against him when he was in high school. Him and Nick Herbig, who plays for the Steelers.
Yeah, after Wisconsin.
Imagine trying to come up with a game plan, trying to
St.
block
Louis,
those two on both sides of the formation. It was a nightmare, but Botello's special, man. I hope he stays healthy and continues to impact the game.
So this is interesting because all right, so this is the guy who makes the play right here at the 41, Donnie Heinisch. So pass rush. He kind of stunts around, right? And then
if we are doing that kind of stunt twist game, even though we got to him, this is taking too long, in my opinion. Right?
Look, with the four this is also rush. Just a screen. Like the guy blocking Donnie, I mean, I guess he kind of gets beat, but then look, he turns to go. Like, look at this guy. This is a screen. I think this is a tunnel screen to 2.
It looks like it, yeah.
It's a tunnel screen to 2. Why isn't he not throwing the football? What is he looking like?
Yeah. If it is indeed a tunnel screen, number 2 is at fault because he's running too vertically up the field. He's got to stay flat because he's running into a death death shot there.
What? Yeah, what is he doing? I mean, it's a screen. Look at 74, the Purdue center.
Yeah.
Like it. What? Yeah, what the hell is
Again, but I'm looking at this twist. Can you play it in real time?
Yeah, sorry.
No, I mean I don't. Yeah, no, he got there pretty quick. Maybe I'm just being too critical.
1
on
Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Yeah,
Yeah,
like 2.5, 3
he's there.
seconds. Yeah, I was. Well, yeah, you were watching.
It's your damn pause button.
Trying not to get copyrighted, brother.
No, I'm here.
But yeah, hey, we'll take it. And yeah, I thought Jordan, Jordan pushed. I mean, this is a good bull rush. Pushed Joey Tenone, a former Notre Dame offensive lineman, by the way, right into.
No, but I love how I feel like if the quarterback goes either way, Jordan Patella's got an opportunity to go get him. So,
all right, sorry, I have not looked at the chat in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, let's check out the chat.
I can't.
Or is everybody watching Monday Night Football?
All right, yeah. No, I just got to ban this idiot. Okay. All right, let's go back to talking some ball.
Somebody getting after us?
No, I don't even know. I just saw enough. All right, Jeremiah Love scored a touchdown. Shocker. This is what J Love does, man.
Yeah, so there goes Greathouse, the face on.
Yep. Okay, we got a lot to talk about in this play, and then J Love just does his thing. Okay, so first, the blocking, right? I mean, this is beautiful. Look at this lane. This is Raritan and Nat make this play, or Wagner make this play, huh? The linebacker. I mean, this is bad linebacking again, Robbie. Like the linebacker just kind of goes with the flow. Both of them, they're unblocked and they just do nothing.
But if you look at Love's track, I know we did a lot of this at Notre Dame, but his track makes it look like it's kind of going off the left side, maybe inside zone on the left, and it's kind of
it was there too.
I forgot the term, but it's kind of a belly, right? So his track takes him that way, and then he has the opportunity to cut backside. So great vision by Love.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, great blocking by I think Raritan really does a great job. And then Greathouse, I heard you giving him some credit for this. I mean,
well, this is the RPO. If you look, I think there's a little RPO action. Obviously, he doesn't pull it, so I think Greathouse runs kind of a hitch first in case that guy fires. And then he's ready for the block. And these guys play in a different time. So if they were to lay these guys out, it would for sure.
Yeah, you just got to get in the way.
So I think these two did a great job being unselfish and getting their guy free without a penalty.
Yeah, you're right. It's good work. All right, here's your boy. You want to tell us about Faison?
Love the out and up. Quick, you know what I love is this is exactly what I'm trying to teach our kids now in high school is he doesn't lose any speed on either break, right? He doesn't lose the speed on his break out.
It's not a cut. It's more of a rounded.
Yeah, and he doesn't lose speed. He's basically running two kind of out routes, right? He's running an out route, back out, and then up. So I can definitely appreciate that. This brings back good memories. Shout out TJ Jones. Him and I used to practice this and try to run it exactly like this. I think TJ scored one of these against Wake Forest, ran it almost the exact same. And it was just something of beauty, just like this one. So great job there by Faison.
And nice.
And of course, great ball by CJ.
Great ball, great pocket.
Or Siege, as we call him.
Hey, RT. He calls you RT.
Yeah, right. I know.
You know what he calls me?
Who the hell do I think I am?
You know what he calls me?
Do I want to know?
Mr. Singer.
I
actually saw CJ. I ran into him at Notre Dame's Irish Invasion Camp in June. And I hadn't talked to him in a couple of years or however long it's been since he was a recruit. Came up to me, gave me a dap. He may have called me Mike. I don't know. Good kid.
They all are.
Great kids, man. All right, and then a couple other things. Dude,
dogs.
Look at this, man. JD Price is throwing the 4, and J Love is throwing the 24. You love to see it, man.
Yeah.
This
I
is
I
special.
couldn't
This
agree
is
more.
Notre Dame, man. I love it.
No, and just again, this brings back great memories of the relationships you build without getting sentimental or anything. But these two are going to have a brotherhood for life. I mean, not only these two, but with their whole team. So definitely a good share by Notre Dame football here.
Yeah, I loved it. And then tweet from Pete Sampson. Notre Dame has allowed 98 points in its first 3 games.
Right back
Yes,
down, huh? You just had to be the downer. Right back down.
the second
No,
worst scoring defense in the opening 3 games.
This is the reality. This is the reality of where the defense is at, and just looking at this, it's like playing with gasoline right now. We're expecting this offense to score 40 to 50 points a game. So, hopefully we can turn this thing around.
I think they will. Oh man, this just got me juiced, bro.
I love Mike Golick has some of the greatest takes and tweets, and this is spot on. Do you know what point in the game this was?
The Bryce Young sack. Hold on, I should be able to find out pretty quick. So just go to home. Give me a second.
It's not that important.
No, hold on. Just give me a second. Go ahead.
No, just when you look at that clip there and you see how fast these guys are playing and physical.
Third quarter, 9:24.
Okay. But when you see these guys playing with that speed and that physicality, that is what our defense did every play all year last year. And I hope we can bring back that effort every play.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun to watch. That is fun to watch.
You have a lot happening here, but just look at Bryce. Just chop down. I mean, yeah, this is pretty.
And
whoever drew that up, give them a pat on the back.
Just to kind of talk about the marriage between coverage and the D lineman. I don't know anybody who can make throw a good ball with this kind of pressure.
And look at the coverage too.
Yep. No, the coverage is great. So this is we know it's there. We just gotta execute.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so we are ending on a good note then.
There we go.
All right. Well, that is going to do it for this show, folks. Really appreciate you tuning in. If you're just, I don't know, past few minutes, turned it on, rewind, watch from the beginning. Some great stuff from former Notre Dame wide receiver Robby Toma. Will be live every Monday during the football season. So hit the thumbs up on this video. Subscribe to the Blue and Gold YouTube channel for more content. Robby, I don't know if you did you want to have any closing remarks? I should.
No, we're all good. Just go Irish. Everybody have a good week, safe week, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is going to do it for the show. Again, really appreciate you all for tuning in. If you're listening to this podcast, please leave us a 5-star review wherever you listen to your podcasts. Again, you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll catch you next time.